Alright, so I've learned that if I want to make a good video, I need to do it while I'm actually feeling it. So I wanted to actually make another video addressing the ban list, because the last one that me and Josh did, I don't really think that a lot of our points came across as serious on certain things. So remember, this video is my opinion based on my experiences in this game. Please, for the love of God, understand when you're commenting down below that if I'm saying these things, there's a good chance that they could happen. You're entitled to your opinion. I really want to make a video going back and be like, LOL, and like copy and paste the comments of the people that are just like, why did you think this? To try to better educate them. And I guess it makes me seem like an asshole by rubbing their face in their poop, but sometimes it makes for interesting video discussions. So, first off, I've said this before, and I'm going to continue to say this. Norden needs to be banned. If you've looked to the future of the OCG, if you understand how retarded Zodiacs actually are as a deck, then you will understand that Norden is an imbalanced card and does not need to exist at the moment with that archetype. Now, for whatever reason, people seem to think that instant fusion is the problem, and someone's even going to go as far as to be like, but the lyrical Lunicia combo with Tyrant Neptune is so broken, we need to take care of it. No. Stop. Just stop right there. Alright. Fundamentally, Konami will not ban cards that have other purposes, such as instant fusion, when Norden is a problem card. And I know I'm losing a fucking battle here by saying this, but to those of you that are educated in this manner, you will agree with me that Norden is a real problem card. And if you want to throw Norden in the pile that says with Bahamut, Shark, and Totally Awesome that needs to go, well, that's on you. But for the future of the Zodiac combos, having one of 3 instant fusions is just, it's absurd. So, I can't really argue this anymore, because at this point in time, I should expect, if you're a competitive player at this moment, that you'll understand that Norden being able to bring back another guy for another Exceed is really absurd. So, Norden, it has to go. Now, my personal wish is I want Super Poly to return, because it's getting the reprint in the upcoming pack. I assume it's going to be Infusion Enforcers as a reprint, but with the possibility of Norden going, I know a lot of people hate Super Poly, but it's a robbie-kohl thing. I would like to see Super Poly return, but I don't think it's going to happen. But that everyone gets one wish, and mine, even though I wish Solemn Judgment or Heavy Storm would return, Super Poly seems more likely, but I don't think it's going to happen. Same thing with Excite Night, like, shit in one hand, wish in the other, like, which one's worth more? That's why Excite Night's not going to come back. I mean, being able to go second and just shit on people. If Excite Night existed during Metaphoes, things would be disgusting. So, Super Poly is my personal wish, not going to happen. For the love of God, Terratop needs to just get that shit out of here. Like, we learned our lesson with Tour Guide, and you can even argue that Tour Guide had more versatility than being able to make a rank 3. But let's be completely real here. Like, I seen some of the OCG players playing one fucking Tour Guide and a Fiend being able to pull it out. And to me, I'm just like, that looks really good over there. What are you guys doing over there? Well, like, I also want to see Tenki get preemptively hit, because I don't want to deal with 100% Zodiacs. That's just honestly my opinion. Like, I don't think it's going to happen, but we need to take care of Terratop before Terratop takes care of us. And to punish the guy that bought out all the ulti Terratops, knowing that it needs to go. I don't know. There's a few things in this game that I think need to just be answered. As I'm pulling up the OCG Forbidden and Limited list here, so that I can kind of properly rant about this. So, Terratop, Norden, Super Poly, please answer these all. Like, that's all I really want. I would also love to see the fucking Dragon Rulers all have the text of you can play one copy of this in a deck. You know, like, Konami's going back and eradicating previous fucking cards. Why can't you just slap a fucking limiting card text on those cards that says you can play one copy of these in a deck? Let them be what they were properly meant to be. I don't understand. Like, if you can fucking fix Future Fusion and Rescue Cat and make Imperial Order still broken as fuck, why the fuck? Why? Why can we not have the Dragon Rulers as a one copy per deck? Not all four in a deck. One attribute per deck. Why can't we have nice things? You know, like, I miss Redux. Not gonna lie to you guys. But this... I don't think we're getting Imperial Order back either. Fucking the TCG already hates 3 anti-spell fragrance. Speaking of anti-spell fragrance, please take care of that. But knowing what's going to actually happen here, they're going to be like, okay guys, here's Imperial Order. Enjoy your 3 anti-spells. And speaking of things that need to go, I'm on a train roll of thoughts here. Please take care of emptiness. Just remove that from the game. It's the same argument that I've seen people make with Norden trying to justify emptiness stay. Yes, it's a floodgate. Yes, it's a very good floodgate. Yes, if you guys watched the last Sydney stream, it was an excellent example of how broke emptiness actually is. I don't understand why people want that card to stay. Like, I understand the fact that somewhere in your mind you're like, me love degeneracy. But I played during Royal Oppression. Royal Oppression was not fun for the opponent. Emptiness is not the same thing. Emptiness steals games, and it's not good. It really isn't. I mean, it's the same logic with talking about Maxi going to 1. Maxi goes from a counter-based card to a luck card, and that's what emptiness has become now. It's not even a card of skill. It's literally just, it's been degenerated so far down to, you know, oh, well, he just had the emptiness. You know, like... Book of Moon can go to 2. I miss Book. Though, as soon as Book moves, those CPs are going to quadruple in price. But if you don't have your CP books, that's not my problem. Ah, man. Someone's going to make a comment being like, Rob, you're stupid as fuck thinking that emptiness is going to fucking get banned. Have you not, like, played Yu-Gi-Oh! In the last 4 months? Do you understand what an emptiness with a Dragon Buster in front of it does to your opponent? Or pendulums with fucking... I mean, pendulums don't go to the graveyard, fam. Like, I'm sorry to tell you that, but, like, that emptiness just stays on the field forever. You know, someone even made a comment before talking about what if they errated emptiness to include pendulums. Well, first, according to Konami logic, we have to ban the card, and then we can errata it. But it's not going to happen. Also, Union Hanger's probably going to 1. Totally Awesome needs to go to 1. Solemn Strike's probably going to go to 2. Because we have Dimension Barrier at 3. Typically, from what I've seen in TCG metagames, Konami hates quote-unquote staple cards. RIP Strike. I mean, you've been reprinted. Sadly, it's probably your time to go, buddy. I really like you, but... It's probably going to happen. But, I mean, who even really plays Strike during Zodiac format? I would like to see it be taken care of. I'm kind of just, like, scrolling through a couple of people's, like, what they think can happen. Something in Sector can move. Same thing with Zen Mighty, like, it's even Stratos. Like, I understand that Konami views Stratos as a generic card, but at some point you have to consider there's a bias there. Like, rumors years ago where Kevin Twert just hated Stratos. Card was absurd. I think that's part of the reason why he earned his place on the list was because of that hate held by R&D. I mean, like, our community has made a meme out of this. But, once again, continuing on with the meme, like, why is he even banned? It's 2017 now. Card's not super good anymore. Sadly. I'd also like to see fucking Terraforming get hit. It made so much generic fucking field spell support at this point in time that it's fucking absurd. And decks that rely on Terraforming to resolve said field spells, I mean, if Roto can't be at fucking multiples, then why should terraforming be allowed to exist at anything other than 1? I mean, they even just made that new fucking field spell that's absurd. That allows, or not field spell, new spell card lets you search a field spell and place them on both sides of the field. Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't, like, there's some things you just, you're like, why do you do this? Also, there are 3 hits that are going to happen on this list that are going to be LOL. Actually, 2 of them are going to be LOL. We'll talk about the first actual legit hit that's going to happen on this list. I have money that Mithrilium's going to go to 1. And Metal Foes has won a few events in the TCG. And you typically know that if a deck wins events, that Konami's going to neuter it. That's just how things work in this game. Mithrilium's probably going to go to 1. Honestly, it's probably for the best. And then my LOL hit, my first LOL hit, is they're going to be like, wow, we really need to take care of this Metalphos problem. Because someone in the boardroom's like, well, you know, I don't think Mithrilium's enough. So they're going to spin a dial and Metalphos Fusion's going to come up. I'm going to be like, alright, let's put Metalphos Fusion to 1. That way every person in the world that plays Cosmic Cyclone will rejoice when they remove it from play. And that's the story about how you beat Metalphos 2017. My second LOL hit is going to be Dante. They're going to be like, well, sorry guys, we missed it. Take care of the problem now. Sorry, Dante. Like, I also want to see Shriek come back, but, you know, shit in one hand, wish in the other. Like, it's not going to happen. You know, these decks, like, there seems to be this stigma amongst our community, and even I think this way. But a lot of the community believes that the ban list or the Forbidden and Limited list is based on needing to drive sales. Why that might be apparent, actually that's very apparent in some of the things like Necros, they want to sell new cards. So, and instead of bringing back shit like Shrit that already has been milked for his time, Konami's too afraid to release old decks back into the meta. And it's a really sad thing to see in this game, because honestly Necros would be a very good tier 1.5 deck at the moment. But for some reason, I think this is one of the reasons why we get so bored of this game so quickly, is obviously we don't have a date on the ban list, but the stigma in our community, the fact that they're afraid to give us back something that shouldn't be, or it takes them too long to give us back something. Like, the OCG had Zen Mighty for so long now. Fuck it, it's done nothing there. Meanwhile, the TCG is, like, super fucking afraid to move, like, the littlest cards across the table. And I don't think that ban list and restricted list should be anywhere near as long as it is now. There's a few things that should be allowed off of there. I mean, hell, even Tsukiyomi was banned far longer than its time. Now look at the card. Like, the card might see play in Subterrors. The card is ass now. You know? We come across many formats that things like that should be fixed. And now the fact that they're eradicating old cards, the community knows that there's some simple fixes to a lot of things. You know, the Dragon Rulers are easy to fix. You can fucking fix Substitute to once per turn. You can fix fucking Mind Master, I think, to once per turn. I don't remember. You can fix fucking Magical Scientist to be level 4 or lower. And once per turn as well. Or make Scientist have the monster's effects negated that it brings out. You know, like, there are things that you can do to balance old cards. And even Chaos Emperor Dragon's been unbanned in the OCG for as long as it has. And I don't know why they're so afraid to give it back, whether or not, you know, it's their intention that they're afraid to give something, they haven't had proper time to test things. I believe R&D is 8 to 10 months in advance. Or at least the sets are that long. I believe they don't sit down and talk about a ban list until like a week before it's actually released. So, just, I don't know. There are a lot of things that should happen that shouldn't. I think in this video we talked about some of them. Obviously, I don't think I talked about anywhere near about as much as that should happen. I still fucking think Monarchs didn't even have to get fucking hit. the way that they did. But I mean, everything power creeps, you know. But it's just me. Also, to those of you that think Desires is going to get hit, we're not going to play that card for like a month or two, because we're going to be too afraid to banish our mom rats. And then someone like Billy Brick's going to come around, smack us upside the head, and say, why the fuck weren't you playing this? So, we'll have to wait and see. TCG's definitely, I want to say, a couple steps further ahead than the OCG, but that's why we're the innovators. Also, something might happen in DDDs. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know. They might give us a week or two to play them. We'll have to wait and see. I don't think the deck's gonna be as cancerous as we think it's going to be, especially with fucking, you know, how skill-based the deck is, and considering the fact that we're gonna have Zoo running around here in like 2 weeks. So, alright guys, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. Obviously, I hope this was a little bit more in-depth discussion. Sorry, like 1 or 2 of the minutes in the video I was pulling up the list to actually look through everything. But, yeah, my opinion. Please no hating me. Please no copy and paste my life story. LOL XD XD XD. And alright guys, I'm out. Peace. Pieces of... I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up this video to show your support. And please check out Vanguard 40 for Cardfight Vanguard, mkohl Games for miscellaneous trading card games, and No Limit Gaming for a brand new series of Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Thanks for watching.